October 14th. As a reminder, this is a public meeting and it's being recorded. For those in the audience, if you can mute your devices, it would be greatly appreciated. First, we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Boyce.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we begin today's meeting, I'd like to take a moment to recognize an initiative that's shaping the future of leadership here in Franklin County. The Forward Franklin County Leadership Initiative supports our emerging leaders through a series of hands-on skill-building sessions. Over the past 6 months, participants have strengthened their communication, adaptability, inclusivity, and project management skills, applying these lessons through meaningful community service projects. This initiative truly reflects the power of mentorship, collaboration, and continuous growth. It showcases the dedication of our talented employees who are stepping forward to lead with purpose and passion. To share more about this inspiring program and its impact, please join me in welcoming Laura Rapaski, Director of the Franklin County Department of Human Resources, and Courtney Kerrigan, CEO of Raising the Bar Performance Group, who have both played a key role in guiding this cohort's journey and fostering an environment of engagement and inclusion throughout the program. Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. I'd like to invite the cohort forward to join us up at this podium. All right, I am Laura Rapaski, Director of Franklin County Human Resources, and I'm so pleased to be here with our consultant partner, Courtney Kerrigan from Raising the Bar Performance Group, to recognize the members of our inaugural cohort of Forward Franklin County. President Crawley, as you noted, these cohort members have worked hard over the past 6 months to grow as leaders within their agency, learn more about county government and its leaders, and engage in community service projects. These fantastic individuals represent the future of our Board of Commissioner agencies, and as you'll see in just a moment, that future is very, very bright. We wanted to give our deepest thanks to the board for your championing of this program, as well as the support that you offer to a wide variety of our employee supporting programs, including the companion program, Bold Coaching, and inclusive leadership circles that support some of our more senior leaders, but is related to the Forward Franklin County program. Additional thanks to County Administration for helping us create and offer this program. We appreciate everyone who invested their time in joining the cohort at their bi-monthly sessions and sharing their leadership journeys. I also wanted to thank Courtney for her dedication to helping us see this program come to life and serving as our masterful facilitator. But at this point, I want you to hear from them. So we're going to let each of them come up and introduce themselves and tell you just a snippet of what they learned in the program.
Hello, my name is Lena Sanders. I go by Lee. I work as the Business Service Officer for the Franklin County Office on Aging under the leadership of Shonda Wingo. And I just wanted to say that I was honored with this opportunity to help me to understand that I am a seed that is planted in the ground, and I'm here to edge a path for other people to also come behind me to do the same thing. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Leandra Coles, and I'm the Social Program Administrator for the Office on Aging. So for me, leadership is about progress, not perfection, connection, and control. Continuing to show up like right now when it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary for continued growth, intentional growth for myself and those that I have been chosen to lead. Thank you for this invaluable opportunity.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. My name is Dalsa Scott, and I serve as a Human Resource Officer 2 with Human Resources. I want to say thank you for the wonderful opportunity to work with my cohort and Director Rapaski and Courtney for this leadership journey. Upon this journey, I've learned a lot of how to deconstruct the previous notions that I have of leadership and how it is not really based on hierarchy, but how you treat others and take and lead with empathy, kindness, and respect for everyone who you work with and how you connect with the community. So thank you for the opportunity.
Good morning, Commissioners, County Administration, and everybody else in the room as well. My name is Andre Frazier. I'm the Clerical Supervisor for Animal Care and Control. I would like to say one thing that I got out of this program was that there is no one form of leadership, and kind of finding your voice and your style of leadership and diving into it. So once again, I would like to say thank you to Laura, Courtney, and the administration for allowing us to have this opportunity. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Michael Workman, and I'm a project manager for Public Facilities Management. In this program, I've learned how to incorporate the organization values of clarity, focus, discipline, and engagement. I also would like to take a moment to thank the commissioners and county administration for this program, as it has given me an opportunity to connect with Star House. It was actually my first community service project I've ever done, and from the first time walking through their facility, and seeing the struggles of the homeless youth in Columbus, Ohio, it makes me want to engage more with Star House, and I will be connecting with Renee outside of here for any opportunity I can to help them.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Travis Clements. I work at Franklin County Child Support as a social program administrator. Thank you so much for the opportunity for this program. Thank you for supporting it. For me, I work in a lot of longer-term projects working toward agency goals, and this has given me time to reflect on how to lead through those projects and towards those goals in a way that's collaborative, but also fosters inspiration for people as they move from stage to stage. So the other thing that I love about it is the multiple cohort gave me a shared language with the directors that I work with and how to keep progressing towards those goals. So thank you all so much, and thanks to anyone who advocated for me to be included.
Good morning. My name is Brandy Gallego, and I'm a social program administrator too at Franklin County Child Support. And I also want to thank all of you for giving us this opportunity, and for the directors of my agency for seeing a leader inside of me. Thank you, Courtney and Laura, as well. It was Courtney who allowed me, and the cohort itself allowed me to be vulnerable and to see my weaknesses and how I can strengthen them, and that those weaknesses are actually part of my leadership style, and to be vulnerable to understand that change is good and change within me is most important, so that way I can help others do that change and lead that way. So thank you again for everything.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Terry Achenbaugh. I am the benefit analyst with the Department of Human Resources, Benefit and Wellness. And one of the biggest takeaways I have gained from Forward Franklin County is the power of confidence and communication. This program helped me find my voice, not just to speak, but to connect, listen, and lead with a purpose. Through my team's work with Star House, I did see firsthand how clear, compassionate communication can change lives. This whole experience has inspired me to keep growing as a leader and to keep giving back to my community with confidence and heart. This will ensure that I can support every resident every day. Thank you.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
My name is Scott Reed. I work for Department of Fleet Management. I am your Fleet Operations Superintendent. Something I took away from the class was the importance of engagement, asking open-ended questions, continuing the conversation. I would like to thank everybody for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Brooke Clark. I'm a kennel attendant foreman with Animal Care and Control. Something I'm taking away from Forward Franklin County is being a leader begins with leading yourself. Cultivating self-awareness has allowed me to lead others with integrity and clarity.
Good morning, y'all. My name is Mason Alexander, Deputy Director of Strategic Transformation and Research at JFS. I learned from this journey that I don't need to shy away from leadership. I need to steer into it, especially with JFS facing all the challenges that it's facing now. So just want to say thanks to my friends at Team JFS, my colleagues. I look forward to developing with them, and I look forward to working with the next cohort of Forward Franklin County. Thank y'all.
Good morning. My name's Sam Baird. I'm with Franklin County Department of Job and Family Services, currently working as the administrative officer in the training department as a TWL role. Through Forward Franklin County, there were numerous lessons taught, and I left with a heightened awareness and motivation specifically to giving your all, accepting the results, and moving forward confidently without regret. Moving forward, I suspect this experience and mindset will play a large role in how I operate in the workplace and how I look forward to sharing it with my colleagues. Thank you.
That concludes
I couldn't resist.
And that's why I couldn't sleep last night. I knew.
Yeah.
Good morning. I am Carla Wallace. I serve as the Senior Executive Assistant to our County Administrator, and I am here representing the Board of Commissioners. I am extremely grateful and thankful for the opportunity to be a part of this program. I have always known that I was a leader, but I am very comfortable with being in the back seat and doing things behind the scene. And so being a part of this program has really allowed me, or helped Courtney and Laura have helped push me to be okay and be comfortable with being in the spotlight. So I am extremely grateful. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kayla Ridley. I am a public information officer in the Office of Economic Engagement and Community Development. The Forward Franklin County program has opened my eyes to the opportunities for growth and innovation within our agencies, including my own. It has strengthened my leadership by teaching me the value of adaptability, accountability, and intentional action. I've gained a supportive community and learned to lead with purpose, leaning into discomfort, asking meaningful questions, and taking purposeful risk. With deep gratitude, I thank our commissioners, county administration, and DCA D'Amica Withers for their support and belief in my potential. Special thanks to Courtney and Laura for their seamless facilitation, especially Courtney for helping me approach every initiative with clarity and intention. Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Andrina Austin, serving as Director of Economic Engagement and Community Development. My takeaway from Forward Franklin County and Leadership was to always be self-aware of my strengths and values and how I show up for people. It is about not knowing all of the answers to every question. It is about how I create spaces for others to contribute and to grow right alongside me. It is about putting my heart into this work and always being mindful of the impact that it has on Franklin County residents. So to all of commissioners and to all of county administration, to Courtney, to Director Laura Rapaski, thank you for your excellence and for your commitment to growth and progress. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Xavier Myers. I'm the business analyst at Franklin County Office on Aging. Thank you all for this opportunity, and a special thank you for our director, Wingo, who's always a forward thinker in pushing us to the next level. One thing I learned from Forward Franklin County was to be in the room and understand that I'm in a room for a reason. So use my voice and to speak up and know that I'm there for a reason.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Shauna Sanders. I'm the Reentry Service Coordinator with Franklin County Office of Justice Policy and Programs. Thank you to county leadership and my agency leadership for believing in my abilities and investing in my future. I've learned to lead efficiently. One must be open to continual learning and leaning into one's discomfort. Personal growth and learning requires embracing new and uncomfortable challenges, viewing discomfort not as a signal to stop, but as a necessary part of the growth process. This involves being open to new experiences and using the feelings of awkwardness or stress as motivation to push boundaries, develop resilience, and gain new knowledge. I plan to continue growing in my role, building stronger relationships with community partners, reentry stakeholders, and my colleagues. Thank you all again, and I look forward to participating in future opportunities.
And I did want to also recognize Erica Petray. She's our cooperative procurement specialist from purchasing, who was not able to be with us this morning. Can we give everyone a round of applause? And if possible, commissioners, if we could do a group photo, if that would be
Sure.
Can we say something before we do
Do it
that?
after our remarks. Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, President Crawley, and to both Laura and Courtney for your leadership. You're truly in the trenches of building the next generation of leaders for Franklin County, and seen by Andrina's promotion, we know that we have to invest in the folks who are not currently today in those director roles, but the people who show interest, show dedication, and show the capability of leading. Let me just briefly say to Lee, Leandra, Dosa, Andre, Michael, Brandy, Terry, Scott, Brooke, Mason, Sam, Carla, Kayla, Andrina, Xavier, and Shauna, congratulations. Just listening to you is not only inspiring for the future of Franklin County, but it ensures that we're doing everything necessary to equip the next layer of generational leaders with the resources and tools they need to be successful. And whether it's with Franklin County or not, one way or another, I see leadership in all of you. Some of you identified the things that you learned. We all identified things you learned, but there were some things that stood out to me, Commissioner Crawley. I'm sure you'll agree with these things. Somebody said that focus on how you treat others and zero in on that. Someone said that there is no one form of leadership. I believe I said that on my thing. So I thought that was a really good one, but I'm just kidding. Someone also spoke about the power of confidence. Someone spoke about focusing on the project management and the content within it. Then someone else said change was good. Someone said that you got to keep growing. Another person said being a leader starts with you. I really liked that. And then someone said that creating spaces to let others grow. I think that's critical. And then finally, one that stood out to me was to lean into discomfort. I had that one. That was somebody closer to the end. And I think that was my favorite one, to lean into discomfort. And for those of you watching or listening who were not in this cohort or are thinking about your next steps, what I've learned in life, I celebrated a birthday recently, 54. And I'm very reflective at this time. I'm really thinking about life. And one of the things that I wrote in my journal recently is something very similar to that last one, which is lean into discomfort. And it was, I think I wrote it, run toward it, not away from it. Run toward discomfort. Don't shy away from it, because in my own life, what I've learned is when I've done that, it always seems like, man, that looks like a fiery pit in front of me. But when you go into it knowing that, or at least thinking that on the other side of the fiery pit is the path that you want to start or go, what I found is when you run toward that, you don't even realize you just ran through, over, or around that fiery pit. Next thing you know, you're standing where you want to be and doing the thing that you want to do. And that's what leadership is. It's demonstrating by actions where you want to go. And I can assure you, others will follow. I can promise you others will follow. And so to the cohort, congratulations. But more importantly, thank you. Thank you for stepping up. And thank you for being prepared to lead in whatever capacity that may be. We value you, we appreciate you, and we accept you. Thank you.
I remember saying to Administrator Wilson that I wanted to see some type of initiative that would allow our team members to grow and develop and see themselves in roles that maybe they had not been able to see themselves before. And so I remember coming to speak to the cohort and how you all asked questions, you were engaged, but there was a sense of when I walked in the room of pride of being there, of being a team and collaborating. And so I'm excited to see you all here today. I do have a few words for each and every one of you because you have worked diligently over the past months, exhibiting commitment, resilience, and an eagerness to grow. You've not only enhanced your own skills, but have contributed to the growth of those around you. This cohort is a testament to the power of collaboration, learning, and shared vision. As you step out, remember that leadership is not just about titles or positions, and I said that to you all before when I came to see you. It's about influence, integrity, and the impact you make. The journey ahead will no doubt present some challenges, but it will also be filled with opportunities for innovation, connection, and meaningful change. Each of you carries the potential to be a transformative leader, and you are that already. Embrace a mindset of continuous learning, seek mentors, build networks, and don't shy away from feedback. We talked a little bit about that as well. And, sometimes critical feedback is good, it helps us grow. Leadership is a journey. It is not a destination. Stay curious and remain open to new experiences. And so I encourage you to take what you've learned, both the successes and the setbacks, and use them as a stepping stone towards your goals. Lead with empathy, courage, and vision, and advocate for those who cannot advocate for themselves. Inspire others to rise alongside you. Congratulations to each and every one of you. All right. Let me take a photo.
There'll be another opportunity. There'll be another opportunity.
So you all might be wondering why we have this gorgeous trophy right here, or because I was late, stuck in traffic on High Street, which is treacherous. You might have already found out that we, the Board of Commissioners, along with some other agencies, had the Franklin County Thrive on 5K this weekend. And we came in the medium size category. I think that's what it is, the medium category. What you laughing at me? Medium size. That's what it was. And so,
it was small, medium, large.
right.
Yeah.
And so, shout out to Commissioner Boyce, though. He's the one who probably won this for us, as he ran the whole thing, and I walked at a fast pace and then turned around halfway and came back, and so. So congratulations to everyone who came out and participated on the Thrive on 5K. It was good to see everyone out. And as we always say, health is wealth. And so people brought their families out. It was a really good time. And it was just really great to be with everyone. So thank you again.
Commissioner Crawley, may I add something?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I too want to just thank all of the agencies and the family members that showed up, the friends and family members that showed up. What a great experience and great time it is. And it's a lovely run, by the way. You know, the path that they have, whether you walk or run, it's very lovely. But more importantly, what I saw out there were folks getting vaccine shots after the race. I saw folks picking up fresh produce after the race, picking up recipes for healthier eating. And even myself, I took the produce and they give you like this bag of carrots. And I was like, you know, I can't remember the last time I actually ate a raw carrot. You know, so I ate the carrot and I was like, I kind of like this, you know. And but that's what it's really all about. Mm-hmm. It's finding new ways to live your life in a healthier way. And the walk or run is one aspect of it. But honestly, the mental health aspect can't be measured in numbers. You know, to just get out there and have camaraderie with the people who you wake up every day and show up to this building with to serve the public. And here we are investing in ourselves, investing in one another, and you can feel the vibe. You can feel the goodness. I posted some pictures, and my favorite picture was photobombing Commissioner Crawley and DCA Bivens. But then the point is it's that camaraderie of. You see, yeah, it was hilarious. And they were taking a picture, and I just walked by like I was on my phone and stood in their picture. The point is that that's the environment we want to promote. That if you work at Franklin County, not only are we a family and a team, but we're going to work together to promote wellness and health, and your family is a part of that journey. And that's what I saw, and it was just beautiful. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that I came in first in my age group too. You know, and I only say that because I was thinking, I don't know if this is something to be proud of because I'm in the old, my categories. I'm like, oh man, this is like embarrassing. But anyways, again, just thanks for everybody for coming. That was a great time. The trophy's lovely, and I'll see you next year. It'll be fun. Do it again.
Oh no.
You see the picture?
Yeah. Don't be a hater your whole life.
I was like, you guys were looking good. You guys were looking good and sharp, and so I felt like I needed to walk through your picture. I'm sorry. Yeah. It was just kind of, you know, yeah, anyways, all right.
It was a good time. Yeah, thank you for those comments.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, you go ahead.
President Crowley, Commissioner Boyce, thank you for a point to speak very briefly. I can't believe that this has been this number 7. I remember when we had the wild idea to do the first. Jody Lease in the back there. I remember the look on her face when I said, I think we should have a Franklin County 5K. She looked at me like, where in the world did he come up with this idea from? But I must say, it keeps getting bigger and better. We've been through the pandemic where we had a virtual only. We didn't stop. And we got all of these cool medals. And being involved in the design of those over the years has been a lot of fun. I just want to take this moment, a personal privilege, to thank the Franklin County Benefits team. You all are absolute rock stars. We have the best public sector benefits office, bar none. Thrive On is what's up, and it's all about everyone being their best selves. And we don't call it a benefits program, we call it a health improvement program. And all of the things that we have within it is built for Franklin County employees to thrive and be healthy and live their best lives. So I want to give the benefits office virtual roses for another great 5K. And where is Darla Ridden? Director Ridden, son Jack has been, he grew up in the 5K. leading the way. He's becoming quite the cross-country, long-distance runner. So he's coming and just mocking everybody and just taking titles and calling names. So thanks for
and
sharing
his
the
splits
picture.
for the mile were crazy too. He ran like 5-minute something miles the whole way. That's nuts. But he was outstanding.
So he's probably spent half of his life in the 5K. He's 14 and we've had 7. So he spent half of his life in the 5K. That's
all he knows.
So thank you, President Crowley, for that.
Absolutely. Thank you for the comments. All right, if I can get approval of the minutes for the September 23rd, 2025 general session, and the October 2nd, 2025 briefing session.
So move.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Thank you. The minutes have been approved.
Thank you. Domestic relations.
Resolution number 74925, resolution authorizing a contract with the Center for Empowering Education in the amount of $12,008.80.
Good morning, Commissioners, County Administration. I'm Jeff Roos, the Finance Director for the court, and with me is Deja Owens, our Grants Administrator. The first resolution is a contract agreement with the Center for Empowering Education to provide emotional and mental well-being workshops for court staff. The workshops will be presented as a series of 5 one-hour lunch and learn sessions. The second resolution is for a contract agreement with the Heart of Job
we
Foundation.
gotta go, 1 second, we gotta go.
Sorry.
Approve the first resolution.
Got it. My first time.
It's
Can't
okay,
tell.
no worries.
Okay, if there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 749-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 74925 has been adopted. Resolution number 75025, resolution authorizing a contract with the Heart of Job Foundation in the amount of $44,931.25.
The second resolution is for a contract agreement with the Heart of Job Foundation to provide a comprehensive media arts program designed for youth age 14 to 18 who are at risk or involved in the juvenile criminal justice system. Funding for both these programs is from grants that have been awarded by the Office of Justice Policy and Programs.
Sure.
Really quick, I'm sorry. So this is for what age group again? For the Heart of Job?
14 to 18.
14 to 18. Do they have a website?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Okay, so you young people have to go through you all in order to engage this particular contract, correct?
They have to be court involved in some capacity, either in our JIC or on JSIS probation supervision and/or part of the diversion program. So anyone court involved can participate.
Can our FSU unit meet with you all so that we're all coordinating? You all have some peanut butter, we may have some jelly, somebody else has some bread, so we're all working together.
Yes,
So we can
absolutely.
leverage the dollars. Wonderful. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
All right, if there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 750-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 75025 has been adopted. Resolution number 76925, resolution authorizing a contract with Buckeye Linen Service Incorporated for linen and laundry services at the Franklin County Juvenile Intervention Center in the amount of $15,700.
The third resolution is for a contract agreement with Buckeye Linen Service, Inc. for linen and laundry services at the Franklin County Juvenile Intervention Center for the remainder of this year. Personally, I'd like to first thank the Purchasing Department and the Prosecuting Attorney's Office for assisting with this unexpected contract, which was necessary after the previous vendor abruptly vacated their contractual obligations last month. Also like to thank the clerk for last-minute help as well. Without these efforts, the youth at the center faced running out of clean, available linen in the very near future.
Okay, if there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 769-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 76925 has been adopted.
Next, we have the auditor's office.
Resolution number 75125, resolution authorizing the county administrator to enter into rental agreements for the benefit of the county auditor's office to secure space to host informal reviews or property valuations throughout Franklin County.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. I'm Michaela Radich, Staff Counsel for Auditor Cinziano. This resolution would authorize Administrator Wilson to enter into rental agreements for the benefit of the Auditor's Office to secure space to host informal value reviews of property throughout Franklin County in 2026. As you know, the Auditor's Office is required by Ohio Revised Code to conduct a full reappraisal of every property in the county every 6 years, with an update the third year in between those reappraisal cycles. Franklin County's next triennial update will take place in 2026. The informal property value reviews give property owners the opportunity to meet face-to-face with an appraiser to provide additional detail on their properties that may impact their final 2026 values. This resolution will allow Administrator Wilson to enter into rental agreements with various businesses, churches, and event centers throughout the county to afford greater access to all Franklin County property owners to participate in the informal hearing process. Informal hearings provide for better accuracy and completeness in the auditor's data and the potential for fewer formal complaints on property value filed with the Board of Revision. Pending any questions, the auditor respectfully requests your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 751-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 75125 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Clerk reports.
Resolution number 75225, resolution authorizing a contract with Personnel Research and Development Corporation doing business as Pradco for employee assessment services in the amount of $11,750.
Good morning, Commissioners, County Administration. Good morning, all. Ellen French, Director of Human Resources and Training for Clerk of Courts. Today's contract is to support the Clerk's Office in assessing and improving workplace engagement through professional survey services. The data from these surveys will provide insight into what motivates employees and the areas that may need improvement, enabling a proactive problem-solving approach. The data from these surveys will provide insight into what motivates employees and the areas that may need improvement, and workplace engagement is incredibly important to identifying employee investment and fostering a positive culture that facilitates a high level of productivity and service to the public. Engaged employees provide better customer service, have lower absenteeism, better productivity, and higher retention. Today's contract will be in effect through December 31st, 2025, unless services are completed earlier or terminated in accordance with its provisions. The contract incorporates an extension for up to 90 days under the same terms, conditions, and pricing to allow for the completion of any unfinished work. The total cost of these services will not exceed $11,750. The Clerk's Office respectfully requests approval of this resolution.
Okay. If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 752-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 75225 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Sheriff's Office.
Resolution number 75325, resolution authorizing a novation agreement with GovHost LLC.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Albert Smith, Assistant Finance Director for the Sheriff's Office. Commissioners, this resolution authorizes a novation agreement and will allow GovHost to continue providing jail management system implementation, license, and maintenance at the same price, terms, and conditions. A novation agreement was required due to our current vendor, which is Intelitech, being purchased and absorbed into GovHost. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 753-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 75325 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Next, we have the Treasurer.
Resolution number 75425, resolution authorizing a contract with Mapsys Incorporated to provide requested support and maintenance to the Franklin County Treasurer System in the amount of $120,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning. My name is Dustin Cohorst. I'm the IT Director for the Franklin County Treasurer's Office. The Franklin County Treasurer's Office is requesting approval of a contract with Mapsys Inc. to provide support and maintenance to the Franklin County Treasurer's application, FAX, in the amount not to exceed $120,000 for the duration of 6 months. FAX manages the main operations of the Franklin County Treasurer's Office by tracking all property tax transactions to the parcel level. Again, the total cost of the contract shall not exceed $120,000. Barring any questions, I respectfully ask your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 754-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 75425 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Franklin County Data Center.
Resolution number 75525. Resolution authorizing contract modification and extension number 1 with Popple Co. for the procurement of digital community outreach solution in the amount of $4,320.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Renee Rupel, Financial Services Manager for the Data Center. Our first resolution is a contract extension for an additional one-year term for a digital outreach tool for public health. This tool enables public health professionals to meet our residents where they are. Important contact information and documentation can be shared digitally by scanning a QR code with all information attached. This allows for information to be shared more readily if paper copies are not available, or so residents do not have to carry around stacks of paper and can easily reference back to needed information. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 755-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 75525 has been adopted. Resolution number 75625. Resolution authorizing a contract with the Predictive Index LLC for the Predictive Index Talent Optimization and Cognitive and Behavioral Assessment Tool in the amount of $19,900.
For this resolution, I have Patrick McLean here with us from the Coroner's Office. The Data Center assisted the Coroner's Office with the contracting of this software. It is a science-backed HR software and assessment tool that helps organizations understand people and teams. The goal of the Coroner's Office is to optimize talent by measuring behavioral drives and cognitive abilities to improve staff development and retention. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval.
Okay. If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 756-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 75625 has been adopted. Resolution number 75725. Resolution in support of Cybersecurity Awareness Month, education and activities.
For our third resolution, I have Data Center CIO Adam Frumkin and Data Center CISO Steve Whipke here.
Good morning, Commissioners and Administration. I just want to say thank you for this next resolution, and I want to introduce our new Chief Information Security Officer, Steve Whipke. But before I do that, for him to read the resolution, I want to thank Administrator Wilson. We had our inaugural Cybersecurity Summit inviting everyone from within the county and other municipalities around within the county to the Government Center to hear from outside professionals on cybersecurity and share that information. And Mr. Wilson kindly, on my request, opened the conference for everyone and invited them in and did a very well job, and I appreciate him very much for doing that. So,
Good morning, County Administration and Commissioners.
Good morning.
Steve Whipke, the new Data Center CISO. This resolution is in support of October's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, a time to focus on the importance of staying safe online and helping both individuals and organizations protect themselves from cyber threats. This year's theme is Building a Cyber-Strong America. As online threats become more advanced and frequent, it's more important than ever to have strong security measures in place. Franklin County is committed to creating a safer digital environment and believes everyone plays a role in cybersecurity. The Franklin County Data Center will take part in Cybersecurity Awareness Month by sharing information, hosting events, encouraging safe online practices, habits, and providing secure and resilient services for our residents. Pending your questions, we request approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 755-25. I'm sorry, 756. I'm sorry, I'm all the way down. 757-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 75725 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Animal control.
Resolution number 75825. Resolution authorizing supplemental appropriations for the operation of the animal shelter.
Good morning, Commissioners and Administration. I am Sean, Fiscal Officer for Animal Care and Control. I'm requesting approval of a resolution authorizing supplemental appropriations to support the operation of animal shelter driven by higher than expected cost for animal care and medical services due to rising vendor costs for dog food and unexpected increases in emergency animal care services. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval to this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 758-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 75825 has been adopted.
Thank you. Economic Development and Planning.
Resolution number 75925, resolution responding to the September 24th, 2025 notice received concerning the proposed creation of the Bridge Park J Block Phase 1 and the Bridge Park J Block Phase 2 tax increment financing incentive districts in the city of Dublin.
Good morning, Commissioners, County Administration. Emmanuel Torres, Assistant Director of Economic Development and Planning. This resolution, as mentioned, is a response to a formal notice received from the City of Dublin concerning the proposed creation of these two TIF incentive districts to support the construction of approximately 193 new owner-occupied residences. Once completed, the project is estimated to have a value of approximately $120 million. The proposed non-school TIF districts would be created for a term of 30 years, 100% exemption. And pursuant to ORC Section 5709.40E2, this board may object to TIFs that are proposed for more than 10 years or exemptions exceeding 75%. Recognizing that TIF districts with residential components place a strain on various social service levy agencies, this resolution objects to the exemption in excess of 10 years, seeks compensation in years 11 through 30. It directs staff to work with the City of Dublin to negotiate a compensation agreement. In the event Dublin proceeds to create the TIF districts without reaching a compensation agreement, the county shall be compensated by default rate as set in the Ohio Revised Code, Section 5709.40E2. Finally, it instructs the clerk to certify a copy of this resolution to the City Council of the City of Dublin within 30 days of the notice, and to record this resolution. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval.
Madam President?
Thank you.
So you're asking for us to reject it, though?
Yes.
You said you want our approval, but you're asking for a no vote or a yes vote?
We are voting yes on our response to
So
reject
it's a
the proposal.
positive, negative. Okay, so yeah. So going to that, so we're rejecting it based on the idea that of redirecting the property tax, so they would have to in years 10 or whatever compensate the county for what is being directed into the TIF as opposed to coming to the county.
So the Ohio Revised Code has a formula which allows the city on the first 10 years to receive 100% of the TIF revenue generated at 100% of the incremental value.
Mm-hmm.
It also states that in years 11 through 30, 50% of that increment would be TIFed, meaning exempted, and then the other 50% would be distributed accordingly, as it would if there was no incentive.
Okay.
Outside of that being the default, any other agreement that would provide greater benefit as it pertains to the levy agencies, then of course we would entertain something greater. But at the very least, that default rate is set by the Ohio Revised Code.
Sure. So, but they don't have to submit it that way, because that's what they've done. They've submitted.
They submit it for 100%, which
the
is
whole duration.
for the whole duration
Yeah.
and for 30 years. And so the code gives you the ability as a board, anything greater than 10 years,
I got
greater
you.
than 75%.
So are there examples where we've given because I don't want to just, what I don't want to do is if it's still our decision, we can make the decision to allow for the 30-year TIF at 100% to go into the TIF fund. But I want to give the city a chance to make the case, And in Dublin's case, I mean, I don't want to. I'm just being because that's what's on the table. I want to be mindful that there are other suburbs that might make a very legitimate case to get the full duration of TIF, you know, and I want to have the capacity to do that. So I guess what I'm asking is, are there other examples where we have, are there examples where we've given someone the ability to get 100% of the TIF over the duration, or are there other examples where we've objected to their ask of that?
Janine?
Good morning, Commissioner. Janine Hummer on behalf of Prosecutor Favor. What we have done over the last several years is when these types of TIFs come before you, we have always objected, allowing all of us to sit at the table, analyze, negotiate to see what is in the best interest of these levy agencies, the county, as well as the municipality that is proposing the TIF. So that has been our customary practice. And I will say that in all those cases, we have reached a resolution that has been favorable to all parties.
Yeah, and thanks for that, Prosecutor Hummer. But I guess what I was asking was is there any example where we have allowed for the 100% for the duration? I'm just curious.
There have been examples in many prior years. I think, Jesse, you would know of it if there were.
Administrator Wilson has a comment. But go ahead, Jesse.
Sure. To respond to your question, Commissioner Boyce, yes, there have been instances historically where we have agreed to take less than the statutory default, which is that 50% we get for years 11 through 30. Frankly, one example is Phase 1 of the Dublin Bridge Park project, where we did agree to take less than the statutory default. I think the thinking there was that was a large project, which also included retail and other commercial spaces where that would generate sales tax, which would somewhat offset the loss we would get from the incremental value increase. So we do take a look at those, and we do allow the cities do reach out and sort of make their case, as you said. And we evaluate that. I think the more recent consistent first step, as Janine and Emmanuel both mentioned, is to object, which then does allow us to continue those conversations. But it does at least protect us that we have, at a minimum, we'll get that default rate. In this particular case, these are all residential condos. They're not low income or they're not going to generate any other revenue for the county, so I believe the thinking there was at least get our default rate because there's no other benefit directly coming to the county for this phase of the project.
Great. That's outstanding work. Thank you. I appreciate you giving that the background, too. And I'll just say to EDP, and I'm going to vote how you asked me to vote for this, but I'd say to EDP, I really think it's important as we get into really strategic growth in Central Ohio that we're given a chance for the case to be made for, and I'm not advocating for 100% TIF through the duration, but I'm glad Jesse was able to kind of lay out examples. Bridge Park, for example, is not only a very successful project, but it was a catalytic economic development project for that region. And you can see the results, and we are getting a tax benefit in the bigger scheme of the development. So I love the way you laid that out, Jesse, and that's a good example of Franklin County being thoughtful and strategic about how we deploy that. You know, the ability to exercise. Okay, this deserves 100% versus the ORC default. So excellent work. Thank you so much. I'll vote how you asked. All right. I'm sorry. I think. I apologize.
Mr. Armstrong, Kenneth Wilson, County Administrator. I just wanted to dial back to about a decade, well, beyond a decade ago, 2015, when the original Bridge Park project came forward, as was outlined by Mr. Armstrong, because of the sales tax impact and the other economic promise that was tied to the original phase of the Bridge Park development, where there was density in downtown Dublin for, the first time, new density, retail, mixed use, we negotiated with them. We took the same action. That was the first TIF I worked on as county administrator. That's why I remember it so vividly. And other communities since that time, communities like Worthington, we've taken this same approach. And one of the things President Crowley and Commissioner Boyce we've tried to do is have open lines of communication so that our municipalities aren't surprised by the county's actions when we say that we wish to negotiate, and at the worst case, get the statutory amount for our levy agencies, because we are such advocates for the welfare of our levy agencies and how they're impacted by these specific developments. And in this particular case, representatives for the city of Dublin reached out very early on, and through the prosecutor's office, county administration communicated what our recommendation would be to you all. So we try to keep the lines of communication open so that our municipalities know that we want to work with them in good faith, because we know that being representatives of the board, we know that the guidance coming from you all is that you all want to be fair and supportive of economic development in every part of this county.
Madam President, yeah. Well, thank you for that. Those comments, Administrator Wilson. That's really what I wanted to hear too. That I wanted to make sure that our suburban partners know that we understand that we're in this together on a regional approach, and that we are not simply taking whatever the formula is and applying that we're being very thoughtful and considerate of the needs of the growth, how we're putting into it, and making sure that we're communicating. For those who might be listening and hearing this conversation for the first time publicly, I want the public to also have confidence in how we're deploying the TIFIs, because there can be an impact to those levy agencies, but hearing you lay that out, I think eases the public's perhaps concern about how we're deploying the deference of those tax funds that would be normally collected and come to the county. So I appreciate your leadership there and work, and to EDP, the prosecutor's office. This is outstanding, and just having the platform for conversation as a region is really important as we get into this phase of growth for Central Ohio. We cannot take a silo approach that it's all about Franklin County and the dollars we collect. Those levy agencies are critical to the folks who are in the trenches and in the front line of certain issues. But at the same time, we're managing this big picture and thinking about this region. And I think you all did. This is an outstanding recommendation. I love the history and the approach, and appreciate our ability to share that with the public. So good job, everyone. Okay. Madam President, if I may continue. Okay, if there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 759-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 75925 has been adopted. Resolution number 76025, resolution authorizing an affordable housing development agreement with Rita June Foundation Incorporated and LDG Multifamily LLC to receive funding through the Magnet Fund program to assist in the development of an affordable housing project in the amount of $1,350,000.
Commissioners, this resolution, again, authorizes an affordable housing development agreement with LDG Multifamily LLC and Rita June Foundation, Inc. For this project, this is from the 2023 application round of the Magnet Fund program. The grant amount is not to exceed $1,350,000. Under the terms of the agreement, LDG will deliver 315 affordable housing units. The project to be known as Aries Lofts and located at 3515 East Main Street, Whitehall. 66 units are at 50% AMI, 83 units at 60% AMI, and 66 units at 70% AMI. LDG is a Kentucky LLC with extensive experience developing affordable, low-income housing tax credit housing projects in several states. They have just over 20,000 units online, and they've partnered with the Rita June Foundation to facilitate the fiscal management of the grant, and they will serve as grantee of the grant funds. And with us today, we have Joseph Woodruff and Salaban Farah of Development, their development coordinators at LDG. And pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
Give me 1 second. All right, I'm going to support the resolution. I do want to just say, though, I know the prosecutor's office does a very good job of overseeing the legal aspects of every contract, or everything we do, and so this is not really directed at them as much as it is to EDP, which is, when we have out-of-town developers that we've not worked with in the past, I think that we should be very careful and make sure we're not just analyzing whether or not they've done LIHTC in the last 10 years. That's not hard to do. However, but we should be looking at the totality of the projects they do and really become a little more familiar with their history. I'm very skeptical. That's a really strong word, but I'm very skeptical, and I don't mean that in a nefarious way to these developers. But when outside developers, we are such a development-rich community here in Central Ohio, when outside developers come into town and going after grant funds, they're welcome to come in and they're welcome to do projects and all that. But the grant dollars, well, I want us to be very careful awarding those to outside agencies. I'm not saying we can't and we shouldn't. I'm only saying that we're less familiar with them, and I want to make sure we have a full history of who we're inviting and embracing in Central Ohio. And if there are things that we should know, then we should know them about their history. And so there's nothing based on what I've seen that would prohibit this one, but I'm stating for the record my public skepticism of developers that come in from the outside. Again, they're not bad people. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we pay attention to their history and do a little extra. It's different when they're here because we know the projects. We know the entities, we know the folks, we know what they're doing. I feel like these things always play out 10 and 15 and 20 years from now, and we're trying to deal with the owners for whatever reason, and we can't, there's no history, there's no connection. And so I'm not a fan of these types of awards and to outside developers. That being stated, there's nothing in here that I would see that would cause me any alarm. It seems that the prosecutor's office has been fully engaged with this on a legal standpoint, so that's good. But I just challenge EDP to be a little more scrutiny within the legal reins, of course, about who's coming into town. I want to know that. When I see things like Rita June Foundation and LG, it just makes me type up and say, well, who are these people? And I don't have the resources that you have to do the historical work to find out, do they have complaints in the state of, Kentucky? Do they have complaints in the state of Delaware, wherever, and so I want to know. It doesn't mean, again, we don't do the grant. It means we know what we're dealing with. And so I just want to put that out there.
Thank you for your guidance, and it will not be taken lightly. We'll be sure to augment our scrutiny and research as we go forward with all of our activities and initiatives.
Thanks, Emmanuel.
Thank you for guidance.
And the developers here, where's the developer? Yeah, come on up to the podium. Yep, let's talk. I didn't realize they were here. That's great. Introduce yourself to Central Ohio, our community, and tell us about your history and all those good things. You don't have to do a long dissertation, but just give us a little bit more.
Hello, Joseph Woodruff, LDG Development. So we appreciate your concern and know that we're from out of town. We do have one project that's under construction in Central Ohio. It's a 216 units in Lancaster, Ohio. And so this will be our second project in the area. But we do take pride in our apartment communities, and we're long-term owners, so we'd like to get to know the community, and we're happy to hear any of the concerns that you have and address those.
That's great. What's your role at LDG?
I'm a development coordinator for LDG Development.
Okay, so will you be the contact person for Central High? Can you lead the project?
Yes, I'm currently on the project. I've just been assigned to this project in the last couple months. Salaman Farah, who's also in the room, will be on this project as well, but you can reach out to me with any questions or concerns that you have.
That's outstanding. And is David is representing you here locally?
Yes, he's
Robinson?
one of our local partners, and I can talk a bit more about some of the local partners that we have on this project.
Please do.
So Rasili Construction is going to be doing the construction. We've also partnered with the Columbus Franklin County Finance Authority. We will be doing a ground lease partnership with them. We have the support of the City of Whitehall, and we've partnered with them through a CRA agreement. And we have also partnered with local architect and civil engineers for the design of this project. And of course, we also have the support of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners through the grant funds that we're greatly thankful for.
Okay, outstanding. Thank you so much for being here today. Really value your presence and hope that throughout the project, not just development part, the construction part, but its life, that you stay engaged with a representative or someone at a level. I really value knowing the local partners that you have embraced and made a part of the project. And then it says a lot that you're here represented today, and we appreciate that. So welcome to Central Ohio.
Of course, thank you.
All right. If there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 760-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 76025 has been adopted. Resolution number 76125, resolution authorizing an amendment to the funding agreement with the Mid-Ohio Regional Planning Commission to provide home repair program services in Franklin County in the amount of $350,000.
Commissioners, this last resolution seeks to amend resolution number 0683-24, which authorized an agreement with MORPSI to provide home repair program services in Franklin County. The amendment extends the term through June 30th, 2026, and it includes an additional $350,000 of CDBG funds, resulting in a total grant amount not to exceed $1,523,002.11 under the agreement. This additional funding is required to assist additional low to moderate income homeowners facing the possibility of loss of their home due to unsafe or unsanitary living conditions that threaten the health, safety, or welfare of the homeowner and residents of the home. Pending any questions, I respectfully request the approval of this resolution.
One of my favorite programs are
Sure.
Joy Bivens, Deputy County Administrative Health and Human Services. I know this answer, but I want to make sure they do partner with Office on Aging with their home repair. So where Office on Aging's dollars stop, their dollars can pick up and vice versa. And if you can't answer it, can you find out?
And
for
I
me?
will find out for you.
Thank you, so we can know what the system is. All right, thanks.
Okay. All right, if there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 761-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 76125 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Next, purchasing.
Resolution number 76525, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $1,875,039.79.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tracy Matthew, Assistant Director of Purchasing Operations. This resolution requests your approval of 81 purchase orders. The county auditor has pre-certified available funding, and pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 765-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 76525 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 76625, Resolution accepting the offer from the City of Columbus for the acquisition of 2 parcels of real property from the county as part of the City of Columbus SRTS Mount Vernon Avenue project, approving a real estate purchase contract with the City of Columbus, and approving a quitclaim deed to the City of Columbus.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jesse Armstrong, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney, on behalf of Franklin County Prosecutor Shayla Favor. This resolution would accept the offer from the City of Columbus for the acquisition of 2 small pieces of the county's property located at 1055 Mount Vernon Avenue. This acquisition is necessary as part of the city's roadway and sidewalk improvement project along Mount Vernon Avenue. As part of that project, the city conducted an appraisal of the fair market value of the 2 pieces of our parcel to be acquired, and they have offered that amount, $12,383, as full compensation to the county for these 2 parcels. The sizes of the 2 parcels to be acquired are .002 acres and .018 acres, respectively. The areas to be taken will not impact the county's building or parking lot on this parcel. They're really just 2 corners in the northeast and northwest corners that are at the intersection currently where these sidewalk improvements will be performed. This resolution would also approve a real estate purchase contract and a quitclaim deed to facilitate this transaction. Both of those instruments have been reviewed and approved to form by the prosecutor's office. Pending any questions, I would respectfully request your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 766-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 76625 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Resolution number 76725, resolution appointing Jonathan Purple to the Franklin County Community-Based Correctional Facility Governing Board.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Melissa Kohler, Assistant Director of Community Appointments. This resolution appoints Jonathan Purple to the Franklin County Community-Based Correctional Facility Governing Board to a 3-year term that would expire October 31st, 2028. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 767-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 76725 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, any journalizations today?
We do. We have one. Case number ANX 3625, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition. ANX 3625 was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on October 1st, 2025. The petition is requesting to annex 150.5 acres from Norwich Township to the City of Columbus. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on November 4th, 2025, and the sites are as follows: 2338 Alton Darby Creek Road, PID number 200-000019, 2338 Alton Darby Creek Road, PID number 200-000209, 2398 Alton Darby Creek Road, PID number 200-000045, 0 Alton Darby Creek Road, PID number 200-000231, 0 Alton Darby Creek Road, PID number 200-00060, 6337 Roberts Road, PID number 200-000080, 0 Roberts Road, PID number 200-000035, and 0 Roberts Road, PID number 200-000002. That's all I have.
Thank you. Next, Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 76825, resolution of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners to convene into executive session for the purpose of considering personnel matters and to confer with the Franklin County Prosecutor's Office concerning pending or imminent litigation.
Move to adopt no, I'm just kidding. Move to convene into an executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, and to confer with an attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are subject or of pending or imminent court action.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 76825 has been adopted to convene into executive session.